I was most excited to see Paris and just the city life in Paris. I think I definitely could live there in the future. It's pretty cool. I like the atmosphere and the vibe it has.
So this is where we are. This is what we're going to do.
I think I was most excited to see the Normandy beaches. You know, it's something that is, holds such a big place in our history. And you see this cemetery that you've seen in movies and things like Saving Private Ryan, and you get there and it's really heartbreaking, but it's a really, really, really cool place to be, and it's very affecting and powerful.
They have a lot of experiences that push them so far out of their comfort zone. They have to learn to adapt and learn to think on their feet.
Logan, what are we doing right now?
We are on the London Eye, going 443 feet above the city.
Wow.
One thing that put me out of my comfort zone was the language barrier when we were in France. While you sort of are a little stumbly at it at first, you don't really know what to do, it's a bit awkward. What you learn is body language is pretty much the same as it is in America and France. So when you're ordering something, maybe if you're at a restaurant, you think, okay, what usually is said at a restaurant, and how is it said, and how is it said in France?
We have a Royale with cheese.
He admits it.
It is a real, look, if you would like to videotape the menu, that is a Roy cheese.
I see a huge change in them throughout just the week that we were gone, of their self-confidence and their ability to handle things on their own.
For those of you, or the kids who are nervous to travel because of COVID regulations and stuff, it's an understandable concern, but I would say for most people, there's a lot of precautions going in, and as long as you get your vaccines and things like that, you'll be fine. It's really not noticeable, and I wouldn't say that it's something you need to be concerned of or afraid of.
There were not as many COVID restrictions as I was originally thinking whenever I was getting ready for this trip. The only issue that I found was that at the airport we had to fill out a lot of documents just to enter the countries.
Yeah, we're in Dover. There's the White Cliffs. Look at how pretty. It's probably out of focus, but it's fine.
Naturally, traveling in COVID is a little bit daunting, perhaps. And we found that it really was not that big of a deal as long as you were able to adapt and just go with the flow. Sometimes you may get a last-minute request, hey, you have to fill out this form online, or hey, before you can do this, you have to do this. And all my kids were great. They handled it like pros. We filled out the forms that we needed to. We got into the countries that we needed to without any problems, just slight delays. And we had a great time. We made a very, very memorable trip.
We had to wear a mask going into places, but it wasn't that big of a deal because we just got used to it. But yeah, COVID really didn't restrict all that much with the trip, and I had a very good time.
I think what we did was really, really cool.